We back. This may come as a surprise, but I just found out after all these episodes that waiting time actually doesn't change your nourishment and energy, which is kind of a cheat code. I always thought it went down. I know it does when you sleep. At least, maybe it doesn't. Maybe I'm even more confused than ever. I don't know. I would have thought that that made perfect sense. We do still have to wait. It has not been the full 20 or 48 hours, but I figured since this doesn't affect anything, I could just do it. Because, like, I don't know if I'm going to get out of this and then it's going to be like, oh, cutscene. I didn't want to mess things up. So we'll just wait together. Oh, I'm expected. I did fix up, before we talked to him, I did fix up everything, but then on the way back here, I got ambushed by 3 dudes, so things are not all fixed anymore, but whatever. Hey. I suppose we'll have to
Since
attack.
Sedivish's colours still aren't flying over Talmberg, I suppose we'll be attacking.
Just so. That Istvan's a stubborn bastard.
Alright, when do we start?
Now.
There's no reason to wait. Are you really ready? If you need to rest or anything, we can still wait.
No,
we won't
I'm
have
Bill
another
Different.
chance until we won the day. Or until your final rest.
I'm Bill Different, I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Glad to hear it. We're going to attack on 2 fronts. The north gate and the west wall, which will scale with ladders.
I'd rather the
attack will be
gate.
split into different stages. Taking the outer walls, the inner bailey, and finally the core of the castle and the tower.
Conquering the
How are we
gate.
going to attack the gate?
We'll try to do as much damage as we can with the trebuchet first.
Have we not been doing
Caesar
that the past 2
claims he can
days?
even hit it directly.
What
Even if
have we
that's
been
true,
doing the past 2
We'll
days
have to
then?
charge through a downpour of enemy arrows all the way to the portcullis.
I thought that was the whole
Portcullis?
point.
Fortunately, it's wooden, so we'll be able to break it down. But dealing with the defense in the bailey won't be easy.
Okay, western wall.
What's the plan for attacking the west wall?
Yeah, I don't want to
First,
do
we have
that
to get
one.
men to the wall with ladders, which is no easy matter under fire. So we'll need as many men covering them as possible.
Not me.
As soon as the ladders are in place, our foot soldiers will run up and try to scale the wall.
Yeah, that sounds like someone,
Once a
not
few
me.
of them get to the battlements, we should quickly gain the upper hand.
Okay, how do we take the
How will we
battlements?
take the battlements?
Either by scaling the west wall, or our men at the gate will help. If they can break through, that is.
Okay, the inner bailey.
The inner bailey?
That will be tough. Even if we get through the gate and into the outer bailey, we're still a long way from victory. The castle is designed so we'll be like hens in a coop to anyone with a bow on the inner battlements. We'll have to either fight our way through, or somehow get around them.
I really don't understand what was the point of this trebuchet going for the past 2 days,
What
if
about
nothing's
the living quarters?
easier.
There, I'm worried most about the hostages. Once we're inside, Istvan will know defeat is inevitable, but we'll still have to fight for each and every room.
Alright, I got what
I think
I
I've heard
need.
everything I need to know.
I got all I
Do
need.
you want to join the attack on the walls or on the gate?
Gate.
Remember, many of the Skalitz men will follow you.
Oh.
It could make a big difference.
I'll help with the attack on the walls.
What?
I'm proud of you,
I-
Harry. You've changed from an insolent pup
How come I don't
to
get
a tough, reliable fighter.
the choice?
And as God is my witness, we will kick those whoresons' arses.
I mean, to be honest, because of what he said, I probably would have chosen that anyway.
Soldier. This van must be shaking in his boots.
But I would have rather the gate.
If he's not shaking,
Who are you?
then he doesn't know what he's got coming. Just one last thing, though. No matter how good the plan is, something always gets fucked up.
True.
Keep your eyes open and take advantage of every chance. Help your comrades and don't go rushing in where you're outnumbered. We have to take the castle gradually, one position after another.
I'll remember that.
Good luck to you, stripling.
Good luck to you, old soldier.
God be with you.
Alright, the time has finally come. What am I wearing? I still will never understand that. How you gonna have like majority of the cutscenes with my customization, but then some of them without? Why does it look like that nothing's been changed this whole time? Okay, that was a really nice shot. Were we doing anything the past 2 days? Like, okay. One rock did that much damage. What were we doing this whole time? And if you're like, okay, you don't have to go with that, but why even have that in the game then? That was just a waste. It did nothing. Alright, I'm with all these yellers. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna assume because we have to... Yeah, we're gonna have to defend against these guys. What are the odds I can actually snipe one of them? Okay. Hi. That was a great shot. Get out of my way, soldier. That was a terrible shot. Alright, well, we got the ladder up. I mean, what's to say I don't just scale this bad boy and deal with him? The faster I do this, the less likely they're gonna get shot, wouldn't you think? Either they're gonna attack me, or they're just gonna get shot in the back. And I still don't agree with that. Why wouldn't you put it here? Why on this thing? Oh. Please don't knock me off. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, this was a terrible idea. The worst of ideas. The worst of the worst. I don't know why we keep getting that, but I'll take it because I tend to win them. Let's back up a bit. The boys are coming in. I don't want to be flanked. That's a yeller. I think I badly injured my teammate there. He's dead. I team killed. I'm sorry. Yeah, I killed him. Bro, swing, stab, I don't care. Just make contact. Don't kill him. Oh, that's a nice little group of abilities. Ooh. Ooh. Where you going? He tried to flee. Coward. Oh, jeez, they're really going in on that guy. Don't let him kill any more of us. Stab him in the liver. Idiot. Where are we headed from there? I guess we're just... Yeah, that's a real shame. It wasn't my fault. You know what, actually, while we are not in What do you mean? I'm not in combat. Okay, we're in combat. Wait. Now we're not. How that makes any sense, I have no idea. But what we're going to do... Is it this one? Yes. We're going to pop one of those, so that'll give us some healing. Increase agility and defense. Yeah, why not? We're going to pop one of them. We're then going to go to this, and we're going to apply it to our sword. Why do I feel like that doesn't work? Like, shouldn't it... Sure, I don't know. I feel like it should show something, being like, hey, it's a poison sword. Back shot. Back shot. Wow, you see that? It actually broke the fabric right where we connected with them. That's some next-gen stuff right there. Get out of my way. Get punched in the head, idiot. Get punched in the head ×2, idiot. My blade is poison. Let's not team kill again. Get out of my way. I just love the poking. It's just so funny to me. Head cracker. Go for his head. Don't really want to fight this guy. I'm trying to fight the other one, but it's not. There we go. Oh, get punched in the head, idiot. Get stabbed, idiot. Oof. Alright, I mean, I tried to block that, but... Okay. Oh, we're a little too fat right now. Ow. That is rude. Excuse me. You are being quite rude. I don't know why his whole left side is not allowed to be hit. Alright. Left. Nope. Left. Right. Bottom. Okay, I don't think that worked. Oh, but the boys came in. Help me out. Good job, boys. Did we lose anyone here? Not really sure. They're all soldiers. Poke his eye out. Swing. Ooh, stalemate. Idiot. Onward. Hello. Idiot. Boys. 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 I need my men. They're not helping me. Hello. I'm being surrounded. I can't see. I have no idea what's happening. I don't know where my boys at, but they ain't helping. Oh, spin move. Spin. Oh, look at them. What are they doing? Boys. Boys, I'm getting flanked. Boys. Boys, it's bad. It's real bad. Now the boys are here. Let's just back up a bit, get our stamina back, and get a little heals going. That guy's got no weapon. That's interesting. Spin move. Hello. We're losing soldiers. Okay, this dude's literally coming at me with fists. That's how you know they're underprepared. I think we only got 2 guys left. That's, as you say, really bad. Hello. We just kissed that guy. There's a guy behind me. Ow. You're being rude. Wait your turn. There's another one behind me? How many are there? There isn't a guy behind me. I don't know what I saw. Shank. Okay. Rude. You're being so rude. It was a good idea to pop that healing potion. Alright. Now it's a 1v1. We can chill. Oh, but he runs around the corner. Oh! Oh! World star! World star! Bro, this dude needs to be promoted. Oh, and he's still not done. Where'd he go? Oh, oh, he came just to save me. This fist guy's still alive? He's defending against a sword with his fist. This dude's insane. This guy needs to be promoted too. I don't know what they got you on, but you need to get on that Supermax. Bro! How is he doing this? I'm not even gonna mercy kill him. I'll let him live. That guy deserves it. Yeah, not so easy getting 3v1'd, idiot. Don't kill another one of my men. Don't accidentally kill one of my men. Bro, that guy was crazy. Good job. I lost all my boys but 2. Get out of my way, let me go first. Private area. I don't think we're, oh my god. I don't think that matters right now. Where am I supposed to go? Oh, there was a door here. I couldn't see that at all. Hey, I'm supposed to be in front. Shouldn't I? Okay. I would have gone in there. Oh yeah, we getting tons of things now, boys. We getting tons of things now. This horse, he doesn't care at all that everyone's dying around it. Oh. Left. Right. Okay, bad block. Get your stammy, get your stammy. Headshot. No, block. 360. Headshot. Headshot. Aim for the face. Bro, I literally just stabbed him in the nose. Oh, this guy's got some armor. Oh, he's friendly. Oopsies. See, it gets a little tricky. Like, we got reds, we got yellows. Too many colors. I would not be good in war. I'd be killing everyone I saw. I'd be court-martialed within a second. I like how finally I have the ability... Get out of my way! Finally have the ability to counter... Bro, look at all those perks. Oh my god. Things are finally going my way. Yeah, stab him, stab him. Yeah. Can we promote that guy who came around? That dude ran around that corner and saved me. What about, like, inside the rooms? That's what I would have done. I would have let them continue in the courtyard. I would have looked in all the rooms.
We should give the order.
What's the order?
See if Istvan Toth can worm his way out of this one.
Don't tempt fate, Hanush.
Istvan! It's over!
You got 3 dudes on the door.
You want us to come and get you?
I wouldn't advise that. Your friend Divish wants to see his wife alive again.
And Sir Radzig? Are both hostages unharmed?
For now, Hanush, unless circumstances change.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. My guest is also safe and sound, but he's also quite keen to go home. I imagine you feel the same way. It's been a long time since you warmed yourself at your own hearth.
I'm in no hurry. I've plenty of supplies here, grand view and excellent company. What more could I want?
Your freedom!
Freedom? Freedom to get an arrow in the back?
Maybe you should have done this in the first
We're
place.
all noblemen here, all bound by honor.
I mean, I'm not.
I give you my word as a knight and lord, and that of my companions.
Can
If
give
you
my
release
word.
Lady Stephanie and Sir Radzig, you may leave the castle with your men and go on your way unharmed.
And just how far will we get? What good will it do me if your men attack us in the woods instead of here?
He is considering. He is
If
considering.
you give me your word of honor that you will leave and never return, I promise you safe passage to the boundary of this fiefdom. What happens after that is up to you.
Nah, bro,
and
I'd
the
kill
will
him.
of God Almighty.
Very well then.
I'd follow him the second
I
he
want a
gets past the
small
border.
safeguard.
Arrow in the head.
I'll give you her ladyship. But Radzig comes with me. I'll release him in Skalitz.
Out of the question.
I mean, that's a good.
Is our word not good enough for you?
Is
No,
mine not good
that's
enough
a smart
for you?
move.
I swear I'll release him when I get to a safe distance.
I'll go with him, Hanush. Let the Lady Stephanie have her freedom now.
Father!
Don't worry, son. I trust Lord Toth's self-interest more than his word. He wouldn't be fool enough to harm me.
If you're certain, Radzig.
Prepare horses and supplies
He didn't
and
say
tell your
so.
men to pull back. We'll come down.
You heard him. Get to
I think
work.
this is a good
And any
compromise.
man who breaks this truce answers to me.
I didn't promise.
So, are you really going to let them go?
My word is my bond, Henry.
He's a cutthroat and a liar. Good men are dead because of him. What's to stop us from skewering him as soon as he sets foot outside?
Our honor.
If you
Oh,
let him
God,
go, he'll
Honor.
do the same again. Or worse.
God's justice will find him. And then he'll get a taste of my mace.
If we break our word of honor, we have none.
Yeah, but who would
And
know?
without honor, we are nothing. Never fear. Your father will be all right.
We'll hunt down those vermin yet.
No one would know. We're all bound together by a commonality. We want to see this guy die. So who's gonna break up and so slip up and say, "Oh, well, we gave him our word and then we betrayed it"? Bro, just stab him in the throat.
Bring the horses.
Trust.
Here she is, as I promised. Not a hair on her head harmed.
Divish,
Stephanie.
forgive me, husband. I'm sorry
For what?
for letting them into the castle.
Come now, my dear. You're not to blame.
Let me into the castle too.
I didn't know who he
If you know what I
was.
mean.
He said he was your friend.
Never mind. Did he hurt you?
No.
I hope your word can be trusted.
Certainly more than yours.
If everything goes as agreed, I'll set Radzig free in Skalitz. If anyone tries to follow us, I'll kill him.
We won't.
My apologies for keeping you from your father, but you'll see each other soon enough.
I'll follow him.
I almost forgot.
Oh, the sword. Yeah, the sword, bro. The
Your
sword.
I expect you'll want it back after all the trouble you went to. Actually, you know what? I think I'll keep it. As a memento.
This isn't over. I'll find you.
I look forward to it. Yeah!
Yeah. Maybe that's what the second game is. You gotta find him.
Quick! To the battlements! We have to see which way they go!
Well, wouldn't they be going towards Scouts?
Scouts!
I guess
Mount
go
up,
wide.
Henry!
You've heard what he'll do if we follow them.
We're not going to follow them. We just have to collect your father. Or do you want him to walk back here when they release him?
I mean, I guess it's the best choice. But I wouldn't let him escape. No way. He's dying. If it's up to me, he's dying. Why are we not running? Hello? Run? Okay, now you're going too fast. Turn. Run. Jeez. In that guy's point of view, it makes perfect sense. You trade one hostage, you keep another, that way you guarantee a little bit more safety. But in our point of view, I still think the trebuchet was stupid.
What I mean is, hats off to you, Hal. You wouldn't catch me doing that.
Truth is, I didn't think much about it. I just felt I had to do it.
I hate NPCs, bro. Too fast going my sprinting, too slow going my walking.
Don't worry. It'll come to you. You'll see.
Well, I just hope he'll be there. Alive.
Yeah, that'd be pretty awkward if he was dead. I need answers. Why did he give him up?
What will you do
That's a
now?
nice shield.
Not long ago, I only made plans 3 days ahead at most. Maybe I really could do something for Rate and its people. Something really big. But
Like
there'll
what?
be plenty of time for that later.
I wonder if the next game takes place in the same area. I really know nothing about the next game. Pretty much nothing. I don't know like what the story is about at least. I've seen like some things, but
He's a noble, right?
Yes. So am I.
So Radzig will be there.
well, maybe if we could go a little faster. Like this dude's not even putting his horse to the test. Like look how fast I can go. Meow. But yeah, no, we gotta wait. I mean, I guess also we don't want to go too fast because if we catch up to them, then they might kill him. Oh, thank you. That makes things a bit easier. Where'd these other guys come from?
There's no sign of them. Move on.
Those are some loud horses, jeez. Why are they going so fast now? Now that I ain't in control?
There.
He's not
Glad to
dead.
see Istvan kept his word, sir.
Not half as glad as I am, Your Grace.
Well, we kept our word too. And now Toth has had his head start and he's fair game. Which way do they go?
To the north, but I would be careful, Sir Hans.
Fear not, Your Grace. I have twice as many men as he. Well, I won't keep you any longer. I'm sure the two of you have a lot to say to each other. Let's go!
I wish I could go after him.
All right, Father.
I am. They treated me quite decently. Although they did steal my horse, so I'll have to go back on foot.
I got a horse.
It looks like it's all over.
Not by a long shot. It won't be over until we get this mess cleared up.
And catch that bastard. How could we let him go?
Would you rather we killed him?
Yes.
Even if it meant Lady Stephanie and I died too?
No, we
course
could have
not.
gotten away out of it.
But what was to stop us from killing him after the exchange?
Exactly.
Honor?
Honor.
Trash.
If the word of honor of a nobleman could not be trusted, then he would never have agreed to the exchange.
Where's the honor in abandoning your son?
Ooh.
You know how it is. We were young. It happened. And I couldn't marry a commoner. Then your father, Martin, came along and took care of both of you.
So that really was his mother.
What? That I was your father? Certainly. He was a great man. He took you as his own. And always kept an eye on you. Of that you can be sure.
I know so little about his past.
He told you nothing?
No.
Oddly enough, even though you don't have his blood, you're very like him. When he was around your age, he became bored of his trade and set out to see the world. He lived through many adventures, even fought in a war.
In a war?
Yes, in Poland, I believe. And I don't think he cared much for it.
That's why he wanted me to stay at home.
He spent some time in Prague, then settled in Kuttenberg. But it seems he quarreled with someone there and finally ended up here. You know the rest.
I loved him, but even so, I somehow always had a feeling I didn't quite fit in.
It was in your blood, I suppose.
I lost the one thing I had left from him. Your sword.
Ah, the sword. It's not my sword. It's yours.
It is mine. But it's still not here.
For a moment there, it was so near, yet so far. Oh, well, it can't be helped.
It was almost within my grasp, but just then I had something else on my mind.
Well, I think we may yet have a chance to get it back. This business with Toth is not yet over, unfortunately.
That's a chance I'd welcome. Not just to get the sword, but that bastard Istvan too. And then I'll find that German whoreson who torched Skalitz, and I'll slay him with it.
I can't believe we
Never
still haven't
forget
found
his
that
face.
guy.
Or his name. Mark Vart von Aulitz.
Those are noble intentions, son. But don't forget there are other things in this world that are worth living for.
Like what?
Look around you. Blue skies overhead, green grass underfoot, beautiful girls. Good wine, a few good friends, and a fine steed under your backside.
Well, we already got like most of that.
Those are things worth living for. Though I can't deny that swine who killed your mother must pay for what he did. But it's better not to dwell too much on that at the cost of those other things.
We've seen Teresa a million times. We're not costing her.
On the subject of steeds, I think we'll have to ride like the Knights Templar.
How's that?
2 up. One day I'll tell you how they got their seal. You can take the front.
Good thing my horse looks pretty noble.
It's like I always imagined it would be, teaching my boy to ride. Although it would be better if you were a little smaller.
And I know how to ride now, stupid.
My word, it's all go today, isn't it? I wonder who this is.
I think I know. It's Margrave Jobst.
The king's cousin. I wonder what he wants. I guess we'll find out soon enough.
Is this the end of the game or not? I can't really tell. At first I thought it was, but then like now... Oh. Okay. I guess it is. Can I skip this? What the heck was that? Like throat singing? Alright, well I can't skip it. Wait, escape. Ah. Oh, there's more. What? Who's talking?
Doing well, son.
Father.
Come now. You know who sired you.
That doesn't matter now.
I don't know what's going on with those subtitles.
I miss you, Amar. I miss you very much.
You'll be fine. We're proud of you.
For what? I let you down. I lost the sword. I let that bastard get away.
Don't be so hard on yourself. There was nothing you could have done to save us. And someone has to live and carry the torch.
I feel like we're
That's what
missing
the song
something with what's going on
It's
with
just a thing.
Johanka. Johanka.
You didn't want me fighting. Now look at me.
Standing up to evil isn't the same as sowing its seeds. You did what was right.
Bro, that's really annoying me. What was going on? Did skipping the credits do something?
I have to leave you now.
Oh, please.
You know I can't stay.
How sad.
Will I ever see you again?
God knows.
Well, you're seeing him now, and you shouldn't be able to, so...
Make her proud.
She couldn't come over and talk? It's kind of messed up.
Don't go.
I just want to know what's going on with the bottom.
Oh, don't go. No.
What on earth were you dreaming about? I couldn't wake you, and it's well past dawn.
Talking about amputating?
Sir
Like,
Radzig wants you at the upper castle. The lords are in council with Jobst.
Right. I'll go straight away. What is it?
It's just... I don't know how to address you anymore. All of a sudden you're Sir Radzig's son, hobnobbing with lords and ladies. And here's me, as common as muck.
Oh, give over, you idiot. Do I look like a lord to you?
Not really. You're as much a lord as I am a nun. And I've never looked good in a habit.
Get out of here. Or I'll have you clapped in the stocks.
what is going on with Johanka? This is really annoying me. I want to know what's happening. I just want to know if I messed something up by skipping. I'm in a private room. Brother, what? Alright, what was that all about? Epilogue. I don't know what that could have been. Like, that's just weird. You know what I'm gonna do? Just because I want to make sure I didn't miss something and I don't want it to, like, mess things up. I'm gonna just... Give me a second. So looking it up, apparently that's part of one of the DLCs, which I don't even have. So I don't understand how you're giving me subtitles for something I don't own, but...
Hey! Halt right there! Show me what you have on you.
Get going.
What? What?
Such are my orders.
What? Who are you?
You want to pick over my personal effects? You can't be serious.
I'm in no mood for your nonsense.
What?
If you insist.
Nothing. All right, you may continue.
What? Who the heck are you?
And another thing.
Bruh. I should be able to kill him. You know who I am?
Been a pleasure.
Hey, halt right there. Show me what you have on you.
What?
What?
Such are my orders.
What orders? By who?
Do I look like someone you need to search?
Don't get all high and mighty with me. You're just making it harder on yourself.
As you wish.
Nothing. All right, you may continue.
What the heck is going on? Where are we? Alright. I don't know what the deal. Get out of my way. These people are crazy. Trying to arrest me. I don't even have anything on me. I didn't even do anything. I literally woke up. Oh, you know what it probably was? It was from being in that private area for 0.2 milliseconds. So stupid. Probably glitched out and technically put a bounty on me or something. But then you would think that they would be charging me, which they're not. So I'm not really sure.
Kettles for water.
Hey, this is my city now. Though actually, I guess it's not. See, I still don't really understand the like hierarchy of nobility. I'm gonna assume that Radzig is like kind of equal with Hanush and Hans, but maybe Hans is a little above. I'm not really sure because they called him Your Grace. I don't really know. But this would not be my place. Radzig's not part of here. He's Skalitz. Oh, hello.
Oh, Hal. Are you going to the meeting
My
with
name is
Margaret
not
as
Hal.
well?
I don't know where that came from.
What about Istvan? I assume...
That we didn't catch him? No. Because if we had, you'd be the first one to know. Have no fear. We'll get him eventually.
I hope you're right. Anyway, let's go and see what Jobst wants from us.
What does he want from us?
My lords, Christ's blessings on you all.
And on you, Lord Capon.
And this is my son, Henry.
I didn't know you had a son, Sir Radzig.
It came as a bit of a surprise to young Henry, too.
This gentleman here is John II of Liechtenstein, a member of my council.
I'm honored, gentlemen.
Come join us. Margrave Jobst was just about to tell us the reason for his visit. Your Grace?
I'm sure we're all agreed, Your Graces, that all this unrest must come to an end.
Agreed.
This kingdom needs a king.
And I'm the man to be.
King? My cousin, Wenceslas IV, who is being held in captivity.
I have to confess, my lord, that your answer surprises me a little. If I'm correctly informed, until recently you sided with your other cousin, Sigismund.
That I cannot deny, and I have always stated my position plainly. But times have changed.
How have they changed, Your Grace?
Sir,
That
there
guy's
is
so Bobby
one
B.
thing on which we undoubtedly concur. That King Wenceslas, unfortunately, did not inherit his father's gift for governing. Sadly, his failures have cost Bohemia, the nobles, and our whole Luxembourg family a great deal of money and effort.
How did the king let it go so far, damn it?
It's in his temperament. He cares only for wine, women, and the hunt. A king, in fact, who never wanted to be king.
Then why didn't he just let his brother have the crown?
Young sir, the crown weighs heavy when there are duties to be performed, but to surrender it means giving up great privileges too.
But he did surrender power to his brother. When things started getting out of hand, Wenceslas appealed to Sigismund for help in restoring order.
What, you're saying Wenceslas has invited him here?
This is starting to make my head spin.
Actually, it makes sense when you think about it. Sigismund wanted to re-establish the power of the whole House of Luxembourg. He thought if he helped Wenceslas win the imperial crown, in return his brother would help him become the king of the Romans, and leave the actual reign of Bohemia and the empire to him. Sigismund would govern, while Wenceslas could carry on doing what he was best at, enjoying the life of the imperial court.
Why wasn't Wenceslas crowned Holy Roman Emperor long ago? He was already elected king of the Romans. All he had to do was go and let the Pope put the damn imperial crown on his head.
Who knows? Maybe he'd prefer hunting and consorting with bathhouse wenches to spending time with the Pope.
Who wouldn't?
Well, so would I must admit.
Sigismund's plan seems sound enough. But it didn't quite work out, did it?
It worked for a while. He and his brother reached an agreement. Sigismund took over administration of the kingdom and began planning Wenceslas's journey to Rome for the imperial coronation. But then Wenceslas realized he would just be a puppet with a crown.
I must say, Margrave Jobst, Wenceslas and Prokop behave rather like naughty children in need of a good clout about the ears.
Sigismund would agree. He was already planning his rule of Bohemia, and all of a sudden, the rug was pulled from under him. I'd say he lost his patience and decided he'd drag Wenceslas to the coronation kicking and screaming if he had to. Just like a naughty child, as you say.
So he abducted him and your brother Prokop too, if I heard correctly.
Correct.
And you helped him do it, if I heard correctly.
Yes, your graces, it's true. I was there when Sigismund abducted Prokop. I
Family
thought
is
everything
crazy.
could somehow be settled, that we could make my brother see sense. But Sigismund just wanted to put an end to the dispute once and for all, whatever the cost. There was nothing I could do to stop him. And that's one of the reasons why I'm here. The worst of it is that it was all for nothing. Instead of putting a stop to the revolt, it escalated it, and the result is this chaos we have today.
That's true enough, sir. But I must admit now, I'm not sure what your position is. The king is incompetent, but we must protect him?
The simple truth, gentlemen, is that for all of Wenceslas's faults, we have no one else.
So we'll have to make do with his idleness.
People like him, though.
But what can we do now? Sigismund has the League of Lords behind him. Otto von Bergholf, Heinrich von Rosenberg.
The situation has gotten completely out of control. Now even the nobles of the League of Lords are realizing that Sigismund wasn't the right choice.
So now Berghoff is on your side. Are we to assemble
This
an
is a
army
lot of
together
lore
with
for
him
the end of the
and
game.
face Sigismund on the field of battle?
We're not in Hungary now. Such affairs may be settled elegantly, without unnecessary hostilities or expenses. I have negotiated an alliance with the Hungarian bishops, the Polish, and of course the Czech nobility, against Sigismund. Every day he is losing the ground under his feet, and that's why I need your help too.
What kind of help, though? Sigismund has a massive army, and Rosenberg, Berghoff, and Prague are behind him. Do you have an army you could face him with?
But that's not what I mean at all. There's been a revolt against Sigismund in Hungary, partly due to my efforts, and now he'll have to choose whether he wants to gain the Bohemian crown, which is a very risky enterprise, or hold on to the Hungarian one. He can't have both. And there's a tough struggle awaiting him in Hungary. I'm not sure he'll win, and Rosenberg and Berghoff know it too. They're not stupid. If the Bohemian nobility stands together, they will turn.
We are men of little consequence, Margrave. Radzig here lost everything because of his alliance with Wenceslas.
True.
Sir Divish came within a hair of the same fate.
Also
Even
true.
Rattay is defenseless against Sigismund and the League of Lords.
What's more, your grace, King Wenceslas languishes in captivity in Vienna. He can't rule too well from there.
And what do you propose? To sit with your arms folded till the Bohemian lands are turned to ashes like Skalitz? We have to put a stop to this senseless war.
And do you know, sir, what the true position of the League of Lords is?
I'm not on the best of terms with them at this moment, so you'll have to ask them yourself.
Well, what is he proposing?
Yes. Why not? I'll go and visit Berghoff at his castle and we'll see what he tells me.
You know, that's not such a bad idea, young sir.
True. Though a little risky.
I doubt Berghoff would harm a blue-blooded envoy. And you can find out what he has to say about developments and what the League of Lords is planning. Then we'll decide what to do next.
I'll help you compose a letter to him.
I'd like Henry to come with me.
Why not? He's proven himself an able investigator.
I
And
have,
will also
haven't
be a
I?
good bodyguard if anything should happen.
And I'll send Sir John here to Gutenberg to be my eyes and ears there. I believe both your reports will help us get a better grip on the situation.
When can you set out?
Just as soon as I've packed my things.
Excellent. Margrave Jobst and I will draft a letter. Get ready, and we'll meet back here.
Well, how's he supposed to draft a letter he can't write or read? I'm assuming this is DLC stuff that they're going to be talking about. Like, to go and do that.
I expect it would be best to write it.
We still got time. What's up?
So, it looks like you're off on a mission.
Probably not, because I don't have the DLC.
I don't want to dampen your spirits, my boy, but watch out. These are evil times, and who knows what can happen along the way. Not to mention that Bergov is no saint.
Don't worry.
I know. You've shown you can fend for yourself, but do take care. You'll be traveling as Lord Capon's bodyguard. You'll be there to make sure nothing untoward happens to him. Keep your eyes peeled and your ears wide open. What Bergov tells you is one thing, but what you see may be quite another.
Rest assured, Father.
And don't get embroiled in anything else. Just hand over the letter, hear out his reply, and return.
Yes.
Sir, yes, sir.
Very well. Bergov is at Trotsky Castle. I think you'll find it quite an eye-opener. It's one of the finest castles in the land. It's 3 days' ride from here, so unless you hit a snag along the way, you'll be back soon enough. Any questions?
Okay, that's a lot of questions.
I'm getting a bit lost in the Luxembourg lineage. It all seems a bit too tangled.
The Luxembourgs have ruled the Empire and Bohemia for almost 100 years now. Emperor Charles brought this land to prominence. When he was in power, things had never been so good. Wenceslas and Sigismund are his sons, but by different mothers. Jobst and Prokop are their cousins. They were entrusted with governing Moravia. But instead, they've been in a bitter armed feud for years. And now Sigismund's fallen out with Wenceslas. Wenceslas also had another brother, the youngest, John of Görlitz, who was most probably poisoned. They seem like a hot-blooded lot. It's hard to keep up with their affairs, since they tend to change their alliances from one day to the next.
Obviously.
Who is he
We
really,
know,
this Jobst?
know who he is.
The cousin of King Wenceslas?
Yeah.
He's the Margrave of Moravia. I admit I don't know what to make of
I don't
him
know what
myself.
Moravia is.
Until recently, he was allied with the League of Lords. For a time, he even served Rupert of the Palatinate against the king. And now suddenly, he's reversed his position. I don't know what led him to do it, and one can't help being suspicious. It's best to keep a watchful eye on him, but he really is the leader of the resistance against Sigismund these days. We'll just have to see how it all turns out.
Okay.
I'm a bit concerned so many people seem to think so little of King Wenceslas. You knew him, didn't you? What's he really like?
Well, there's no straightforward answer to that question. He certainly makes a great hunting and drinking companion, but he can be very fiery and impetuous when things don't go how he'd like them. He never had much of a head for high office. He finds it tiresome. But once a man's grasped the scepter, it's hard to let it go again. You can't
I can
just
imagine.
abscond. You've seen for yourself what happens when he disappears for a few months. Better a bad but legitimate king than a bloody war over the throne.
Who is this Prokop that Jobst spoke of?
His
Jobst's brother, the king's cousin. He and Jobst warred over Moravian supremacy for years. Then they were allies for a while, betrayed Wenceslas and sided with Rupert of the Palatinate. But after Sigismund abducted Wenceslas, Prokop fomented a revolt against him, and Sigismund had him captured. Politics. Make of it what you will. I, for one, can't make head or tail of it most of the time.
Yeah, it's pretty difficult. The League of
The
Lords,
League
yeah,
of
who are
Lords
they?
and that Berghoff we're off to see. Who are they exactly?
The lords of the powerful houses. Heinrich of Rosenberg, Otto of Berghoff, Heinrich of Radetz, and others. They're unhappy with the way their influence declined after Wenceslas surrounded himself with the lesser orders of nobility. They abducted the king years ago and made him bow to their will. They got away with it that time, and now they've joined forces with Sigismund and done it again. But now it seems that Sigismund's behavior is starting to rub them up the wrong way, so they may well be thinking twice. We'll see what Berghoff has to say.
I don't know all that much about Sigismund.
He's the king's younger brother and king of Hungary in his own right. 7 years ago, he led a crusade against the Turks and was defeated at Nicopolis. Some say it was due to the recklessness of the French knights, most of whom were mercilessly slaughtered. Sigismund is ambitious and capable. He might well make a better ruler than Wenceslas, but he's arrogant, and to our misfortune, brutal. Not long ago, he himself was held captive by the Hungarian nobility. They dislike him as much as some of the Czech and German noblemen do his brother Wenceslas. Ironically, Wenceslas joined
This is like a
forces
whole-on
with Job
history lesson,
to
bro.
liberate him. And now this is how Sigismund repays his brother. There's no doubt about it, God does move in mysterious ways.
No doubt about it. Yeah, who that guy?
Rupert of the Palatinate. That's a name I hadn't heard before today.
Rupert is the Prince Elector of the Palatinate.
What the heck
What's
is
a
that?
Prince Elector?
That's
The
not.
Prince Electors
What's the other
are
part?
dignitaries of the Holy Roman Empire who have the right to elect the King of the Romans, who would then be crowned Holy Roman Emperor by the Pope. Rupert took the title for himself with the help of 3 other Prince Electors, even though Wenceslas had already been appointed. Some of the nobility in the empire recognized Rupert's claim, but when he went to Rome to be crowned emperor, it turned into a fiasco. Now he's doing his utmost to get Wenceslas to acknowledge him, but so far without success. So, now we have 2 kings of the Romans. Jobst sided with Sigismund for a while, but now he's switched allegiance. He seems to do that quite a lot.
Okay.
That young man, Sir John of Liechtenstein. Why is he here?
The Liechtensteins are a powerful Austrian family with estates in Austria and Moravia. Sir John sits on Jobst's council.
I think part of my
Since
issue
the
is I
king's
don't
being
know
held
where a lot of
captive
these places
in Vienna,
are.
I suppose
Like
it makes
Austria,
sense to have a
okay.
powerful
Like what's
Austrian house as
Moravia?
allies. It could be very useful.
Okay, I guess that's about everything.
That's about all.
Very well. Take the letter from Sir Hanush.
I still don't
And
really understand.
Good luck, son.
Like, I'm guessing I gotta do this.
So what do you think of it all, Sir Divish?
Take the letter. Like, I don't want to stop
believe we have written
with
it
still
well,
things to
gentlemen.
do, and then I go and
Without
do
a
it, and it's
doubt.
like 5 minutes.
No one could deduce from this whether we are Sigismund's allies or foes.
I must travel back to Brno now, but soon I will go to Brandenburg and I will stop here on the way back. By then, Sir Capon should be back and we can discuss how to proceed.
Right. Before you leave, my lord, there is one thing that gives me no rest. Why did Sigismund come as a foe? It makes no sense.
If I may, sir, I think I can explain.
Oh, please enlighten us, young sir.
I live not far from Hungary, where Sigismund reigns. It is a savage country, and the constant war with the Turks has hardened the people. They need a monarch with an iron hand. So when Sigismund felt the wind of revolt, he reacted as he would at home. Only what works on the Hungarian nobles does not work here in Bohemia.
Bringing order is one thing, but slaughtering and pillaging with a horde of barbarians quite another. What purpose does that serve?
But Sigismund did give the Bohemian nobles a chance to take his side. It was only when they refused his ultimatum that he lost patience and took to the sword.
As for the barbarians, he could afford nothing better. The Hungarian nobility would gain nothing from joining his campaign in Bohemia. He didn't have enough coin for a regular army, and so he recruited the Cumans. What he does not pay them, they make up for in plunder.
But in the end, he didn't have enough to even satisfy the Cumans. That's why he raided Kuttenberg and Skalitz. He wanted the silver.
That makes sense.
My lords, how's the letter coming along?
It's done.
Then we can be on our way.
Is he always covered in
Now
dirt?
remember what we said, boy. All you have to do is deliver the letter, listen to the answer, and come back here. Don't provoke Berghoff in any way.
Provoke? Me? Never, Uncle.
I didn't realize that was his
We'll
uncle.
be back in a few days. Farewell, your graces. Come, Henry, my men are
I
waiting.
figured they had to be somewhat,
I wish you
somehow
Godspeed.
related, involved, because they're both from here, but like I did not know that. I'm sure I had known it at some point. Congratulations, you completed the main storyline. If you like, you can still embark on side quests and activities or just wander the world. You can end the game anytime afterwards by riding off the map with Sir Hans. So
Come now, Hal. My men
that's
are
the
mustered in
it.
courtyard.
That's
We
the
can
it.
get going.
That's the end. Like, I'm guessing the DLC, because I know there is like a Hans DLC. As far as I know, there's a Hans DLC, a Johanka, however you say her name, and a Teresa. I don't know if I'm going to get them. I'll have to see, one, what they cost, two, if they're like considered good. I don't know, that is terrible reflection. I don't know, but just to appease my completistness, I don't know what I'm trying to say, just
So,
talk to
can
me.
we set off now, Henry?
Yes. Can hardly wait.
Of course. I can't wait.
So, to horse! The Lord of Burgov is bound to be waiting us eagerly.
Really, like, I bet you it's gonna be like a butt ton of time. We're pretty close to the border. Let's see what happens. Think back to when we first came over here and trained with the sword with Bernard. Such time ago. What did this end up being? This is like, what, 21? I think this is episode 21. That's not bad. Oh yeah, we have all those skills that we never got to use from the battle. It was a good game though. I really enjoyed it. There were things I didn't like, especially like the beginning was tough.
I'm getting used to it.
But it was fun.
What about Rodsey? Has he accounted for not owning up to you the whole time?
Definitely looking forward to getting the second
All
one.
will be well, I think.
Glad to hear it. It's far more acceptable for a nobleman to befriend a noble bastard than a blacksmith's son.
Mind you, don't come to blows with a blacksmith, my young lord.
Yeah. Stupid. What road are we taking? Bruh. We're probably gonna be on the road for like 20 minutes.
What do you think about Sir Jobst and his plan?
Well, I admit all the scheming has me a little lost. I thought Sigismund was the devil, Wenceslas a martyr, those on his side the heroes, and those against him the villains. I believed we'd rescue the king and all would be well again, but now it looks a lot more complicated.
Exactly. I didn't expect the noble lords to be as noble as the angels, but I hadn't expected such a sewer. They behave like children.
I can't fathom how after all this backstabbing they're somehow still on speaking terms.
Agreed.
I don't know either. Beggars belief.
I'm hoping that like we're gonna get to a spot where it cutscenes us and we're not actually gonna have to run this
Did you
whole
know
time.
that King Wenceslas is such a
Feckless drunkard? Not really. And to be honest, I'm not sure I
We
wanted
did.
to know. I slept better believing my fate was watched over by a wise and powerful monarch.
So did I.
In that early
Dismal
cutscene,
world
first
where
cutscene.
You can't keep trust in your own king.
On the other hand, times were better with him here than with him gone.
Isn't that the truth?
Isn't that the truth? I really would have wanted to play the second game, getting a
What
new
do you think of
graphics card,
Sigismund?
but that ain't looking
If I were
possible.
him,
It's
I'd
like
cut
next to
enough time
impossible to
read
get a new
But
one,
he's a
so
monster. Look at what those hordes
it's
of
either
his
we
are getting
don't
up to.
play or we gotta
didn't
just
True
do it.
enough. On the other hand, if Wenceslas and Prokop hadn't double-crossed him, none of this would have happened.
No one forced him to burn Skalitz.
True.
That's a fact. But he couldn't let them shit all over him either. Not that I'm defending him, mind.
He's a weasel.
No doubt about that.
Like, at least they're talking, so it's not like we're just sitting here. But like, to be honest, I would
Do
have
you know
rather
anything about Prokop?
it been like a cutscene.
Sir Hanush could tell you a thing or two about him.
Why?
Last winter, a certain Sir Jan
They are
Sokol
going real
Lamp,
slow.
a well-known knight, or robber baron to some, tried to occupy the city of Iglau, which was on the orders of none other than Prokop.
And what has that got to do with Hanush?
Well, he was there with him. Of course, that's not something to brag about in front of Jobst.
And what was it all about?
They wanted to occupy a city that was on the side of the League of Lords, but despite there being several hundred strong, they didn't take it. For one thing, they couldn't get past the Iglau women, with their pitchforks and cauldrons of hot water.
I would never have thought of Sir
I don't know
Hanush
why
as
it's
such
so
a
hard to
rebel.
go straight on a horse. Like, this is me going straight. Look out. We're just not going
And
straight.
have you heard anything about Rupert of the Palatinate?
A little. He can't manage even to wrest power from a king who doesn't much care for ruling and isn't fighting back. That doesn't seem like a man who has what it takes to rule. And that's all I need to know.
Now we're going pretty straight. No, Either he's bending or we're bending. Someone's swerving over into the
And
lane.
that Berghoff we're going to see. Do you know anything about him?
I haven't heard much good about him, but I have a feeling that some other nobles are quite in awe of him. And his castle is apparently quite impressive. I'll be interested to see for myself.
Yeah, well, I still don't know if we're even gonna see it. This is like such a weird thing to do if this is just going to like, we're gonna get to the border and the game ends.
Wealthy, pompous. The king doesn't seem to like them much. He's chosen to let the lesser ranks of the nobility into his circle, men like your father. I admit I don't blame him one bit. But the lords weren't happy about their lost influence, so they put their foot down. If I were Wenceslas, I'd have let them hang after they abducted me the first time. But he gave them seats at the provincial council? Little wonder they're back in their old tricks.
Why are you stopping?
Greetings. What business have you?
What are you talking about?
Are you wishing you'd stayed home at Rattay instead of joining in our nighttime venture?
It's not
You
nighttime.
must be joking. I haven't had so much fun since...
I'm
actually
lost.
ever.
Really? Despite being wounded? Actually, you missed the best part. When I was hauling you like a sack of grain to the battlements, dead to the world.
Oh, I
Can't
think
have been
they're
that much fun if I fell asleep.
talking about the raid.
But you
I'm
might have handled
confused.
me a bit more gently. I'm black and blue all over.
Oh, all right then. Next time I'll just leave you to Istvan's tender mercies.
Yeah, they're talking about the raid.
Nonsense. What would you do without me? Still, thank you for hauling me out of there.
You're welcome.
Anything for you, my lord.
God be with you.
I don't know what point of that was. What's the deal here? We're out of time. Whoa. St. George's sword. I feel like that's better than what I have. That's stealing, though.
How about it, Henry?
Sure.
Of course. At last I'll get to see more of the country and have a bit of an outing.
Quite.
So is this DLC or not? I don't get it. I don't have
Let's
the
get to it,
DLC.
then. I finally have the feeling we're doing something worthwhile. We're helping to save
If
the
it
king.
isn't, then this is the longest
So
epilogue
saving,
known to
Your
man.
Majesty. I'd rather find that horseman who murdered my parents. Get the sword back from him.
Should have taken that stuff.
Cheer up, Henry. I have a feeling you'll get your chance one day, and it won't be long in coming. Forward, men! Audentes fortuna juvat!
I don't understand Latin. I like when games continue the story with DLC, but at the same time I don't. Because then it's like, you're missing things if you don't buy it. But like when you add DLC that makes like, that just has nothing to do with the game, it's just kind of like, eh. So I don't know, I'm in like a midpoint. The most ideal would be they make it and it's free. Why is music so loud? Okay, I understand, it's over. Goodbye, hello, the end. Hello? Press E to continue. What? So now where are we? Okay, so yeah, I guess you gotta get the DLC and then you can actually go through with that. That was just stupid. Why not just have it so you go back to the castle and that's where you start the DLC? Wouldn't that make way more sense? I don't know. But yeah, I'll look to see, one, how much it is, two, if it's worth it. Maybe we'll continue. If not, then there'll be another game tomorrow. But as for what is around here, I don't care about that. I believe we're good. I can't believe that you couldn't do anything with this. This quest the whole game and you never get to complete it. Yeah, don't care about that, don't care about that, don't care about that. Yeah, that's it. Alright, so, good game. Maybe continuing, maybe not. We don't know. For now, though, we